What was that? Beautiful. Let's listen to that again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the studio with a good cup of coffee for one more vocal analysis. And today, this is a recommendation from my editor. We are going to listen to My Mind by YEBBA. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. This particular performance here is huge on YouTube, so of course I want to know what's going on there. So let's dive right in. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Kyle. I'm a singer-songwriter and voice teacher. As a singer-songwriter, I just released my latest single called Canvas of My Soul. So look at my eyes, tell the canvas of my soul, until winds are carrying me. It would mean the world to me to hear your feedback on it. And as a vocal coach slash voice teacher, my work is based and focused on laryngeal biomechanics and physiology, what the muscles that we have inside our throats they do for us to achieve the sounds that we have in contemporary singing. That's also what will be guiding this analysis here, so we'll be listening to the song, listening to the performance, and trying to understand what's happening inside, so that you can also get those sounds in your own singing. If you want to become my singing student, check the link in the description to get all of the info on my online singing program, Building Your Voice. In there, we cover a huge range of topics inside vocal technique. We talk about how to belt, how to sing low notes with power, how to use those soft sounds that we call passive vocal schemes to be really expressive with your singing. We talk about ornaments, chest vibratos, yodels, runs. We talk about vocal distortions, how to practice and apply vocal distortions in your singing in a safe way that will not hurt your voice. All of that and much more. If you want to know everything that we cover inside the course, click the link below and you get all the info. All right, now let's dive right in. I love the resonance. Woo. Lots of runs already. Okay, we get it. I wouldn't say that this is, or it can be, right? This can be significantly low for a lot of women. So it's pretty nice. It starts low. I wonder whether she's going super high the song later in the song. Let's see. And so, sorry guys, I know you guys complain a lot about how much I pause, but we already have so much information here in terms of vocal schemes. So we have the breathy voice, which is this sound here, 2, 3, hey, hey. But we also have another vocal scheme, which is the Gregorian voice, which is whenever we have that soft sound, but we don't have the breathiness. So in this beginning here, sometimes it's using the breathiness, hey, sometimes hey, the Gregorian voice. Those are two passive vocal schemes, which means the vocal folds are more relaxed. We don't have too much compression going on there. Let's see if that will change. You close the door and lay down next to me. Breathy, next to me. Still. But then I heard you say her name in your sleep. Your dirty secrets too far gone to keep. Mostly breathy. It's beautiful. Gregorian. Now we don't have that breathiness anymore. Still passive though. I'm about to lose my clearly, like pretty much the pentatonic scale going up with a breathy voice. Gregorian. She's using in Italian we say bocca accusa, which is, and I find it really cool actually. Whenever we use sounds that traditionally were thought only as vocal exercises, and we actually apply them when singing. That's amazing. It's the sort of thing that we have in contemporary singing. That's just fantastic.
I'm about to lose my mind.
Beautiful. Let's listen to that again.
My mind.
Pay attention to that brightness. We have an important movement there related to resonance, related to how she is shaping the vocal tract, which is precisely to lower the soft palate and raise the tongue. She's not overdoing it, of course, but that creates that bright tone. This is something that inside vocal anthropophysiology we call horn voices. We have a module on horn voices and vocal tract manipulation inside my singing course, Building Your Voice. But basically, depending on what we do with our soft palate, with our tongue, with the way we shape the vocal tract in general, we will get different results. And we'll always have an interaction between that and what the larynx is doing. For instance, I might be doing a breathy voice, but then I change something in my vocal tract, and I get a different sound. And all of those sounds are right. It's a matter of what sounds I want in my singing. And the only thing that we need to pay attention to is to balance out the pressure levels. If I reduce spaces here on my vocal tract, I'm increasing what we call supraglottic pressure. That means that I need to reduce the pressure somewhere else. If you are doing that, if you are balancing out the pressure levels, then that's fine to play around with those different sounds. And it's magical, it's fantastic.
My mind, about to lose my
This is a worn voice, all right? She's pretty much belting. A worn voice in vocal anthropophysiology, that's how we call a belt, because in everyday situations, the behavior that we would use, hey, to warn someone about something is precisely that. That's why we call it a worn voice. It happens whenever we have our vocal folds in active tension with the level of compression higher than what we would get for a Gregorian voice, for a 100% for a breathy voice, but we are singing with that higher compression above the E4 active vocal folds. That's a worn voice. This is what she's doing here. Amazing.
I think about you all the time.
Yet another passive vocal scheme. This is what we call a weak voice. And the weak voice is pretty much as quiet as you can make it to be super dramatic and expressive. So she was pretty much belting. So beautiful. Horn voices there again. Amazing.
You can't even look me dead in the eyes.
Horn voices.
Her
Vibrato.
love is strong, she got you hypnotized. You say you love me, but I know it's a lie. When I work so hard to keep you satisfied.
What was that? Let's listen to that again.
When I work so hard.
So hard. This is beautiful.
When I work so hard.
So hard. This distortion is happening at the level of the vocal folds. That's precisely what would define a glottic distortion. Distortions that happen at the level. If we have structures at the level of the vocal folds responsible for producing distortion, and this is the case here. We have the arytenoid cartilages, which are the cartilages that hold your vocal folds together, crackling to create that sound. And we also have the body of the vocal folds a bit more relaxed, a bit more lean towards the passive side to create a bit of hiss. This is what we call a phaser voice.
When I work so hard.
So hard.
To keep you satisfied.
Satisfied. I don't know the run, but beautiful. And again, horn voices. This is so cool. Some Gregorian voices, and now we have a different vocal tract configuration. She's opening up space. It sounds more classical. Yodels. There is so much going on here. And this, guys, is precisely the reason why I never get tired of saying that the function of vocal technique is precisely to be more expressive with your singing. You hear a lot of people saying, oh, if you learn vocal technique, you won't be expressive, you sound like a robot. That's the opposite. The function of vocal technique is precisely to give you tools to convey emotion when you sing. You want people to feel, and you use different sounds along with different words because you're telling a story. You use different sounds when you are telling that story to make people feel. That's the function of vocal technique. You are getting a toolbox, and then if you're not being expressive, even with those tools, it just means that you are not organizing those tools in the right way. That's the reason why I always advocate for the idea of having vocal maps, planning how you want to sing a song, how you want to tell that story. It's not only a matter of singing the words. You should also think on the sounds that you want for each part of your song. And she's doing this here in a fantastic way. So good. So good.
I'm about to lose my mind, my mind, my mind. About to lose my mind, my mind.
Oh my God.
My
The runs are all so long.
About to lose my
Get more of that distortion there.
How could you do this to me? No way, no way, she can't take you away from me. I sure won't stay, but I'll be damned if I ever leave. No
And like
way.
range wise, yeah, she started on the low F there. She's going pretty high.
No way, she won't take you away from me. Ooh, I sure won't stay, but I'll be damned if I ever leave.
Grotto.
If I ever leave, anybody know what I'm talking about?
Anybody. She's so controlled with those distortions.
No way, she can't take you away from
Pay attention to that switch.
I ever leave. Anybody know what I'm talking about? No way, she can't take you away.
She can take you away. So beautiful.
From me. No way. And I sure won't stay, but I'll be damned if I ever leave. Oh, in my mind, my mind, my mind. I think about you all the time. My mind, my mind, you'll always be mine. Oh, no. That's that one.
Wow. Wow. I hadn't decided to study vocal technique to be a more expressive singing up to this point. I hope you now have. Of course, I want to know what you think of this performance, what you think of the song, and of course, what you think of my analysis as well. So leave your comment down below. Let me know what other songs you would like me to analyze here next. If you are curious about my own singing, yeah, I know you listen to vocal coaches and then you wonder how they sound when they sing for real. Then I'll leave a card up here for you to listen to my original music. It would mean the world to me to hear your thoughts on my music. If you want to become my singing student, click the link below to get all the info on my online singing program, Building Your Voice, and I cover all of these techniques here and much more. If you want to know what everything is about, how to belt, how to be really expressive by using passive vocal schemes, soft sounds, if you want to learn about ornaments such as vibratos, yodels, runs, if you want to learn how to apply vocal distortions, in your singing without hurting your voice, all of that and much more is inside my singing course, Building Your Voice. Click the link down below and you get all of the info on it. Alright, that's all for today, guys. You enjoy your day, you enjoy your coffee, and remember, if your concepts cannot be seen here in the real world, then they must change and not the world. See you in the next one.
So look at my